I coached more than 100 traders through the years, and I realized every single trader goes through the same exact journey that I've been through myself. But 90% of the traders will quit at the 7th step. This is why they will never be a profitable trader, just waste money on lost challenges and even worse, years of their life. But if you know what stage you are in currently, and you know what you feel at the moment is totally normal, you can push through the hardest parts of the journey, reach your goal, and be a successful trader. So here you are with a normal job, normal car, wanting to have freedom, trying to make money and get rich for years with barely any success. But then you see a guy who is barely 20, flashy car, flashy watch, telling you he's making millions off of his phone. You watch some of his content and realize he's not smarter than you and not different in any way, just a normal guy, making insane amount of money with a few minutes of work a day, driving the car that you want, living in the house that you want, having the freedom that you want, while you are slaving away your life in a 9-to-5 job and still having barely enough money to survive. Something needs to change. So you're starting to look up terms like, can you really make money with Forex, or is Forex a scam? And through the research you start to realize no, it's not a scam, and you really can make a good money with it, especially when you realize there is companies which will fund you with literally hundreds of thousands of dollars. So you start to make the math, and if you can make just 10% in a month, which sounds realistic, and you have a 400k funded account, after the profit split to the company you will get 32k for 1 month. Once again with just 10% return, which many people said is totally realistic. But not only this, you realize there is not only one, but many companies that can fund you, and you can trade very easily with millions of dollars of capitals across different prop firms. You are all in now. So now instead of searching for is Forex a scam, you start to searching for how to trade Forex, and you get every student's worst nightmare: information overload. Everybody says different things. Somebody says do swing trading only, with scalping you can only lose. Other people are saying do only scalping because with swing trading you can make good returns. One people are suggesting to trade supply and demand. The next guy says you can be profitable only with support and resistance. Then you get many people who will say retail concepts don't even work. This is why I truly recommend to find yourself a mentor who you can trust as soon as possible. Otherwise you will test all these things from YouTube and every other sources, and it will take literally years and many blown accounts to figure out what works and what doesn't. Believe me, I speak from my own experience. Now you are a few months into learning, you either found a mentor or learned a strategy from YouTube that you really like, you are trading a demo account for a few weeks, you like the results that you are getting. This will be easy. You will get rich very soon. No time to waste. So with full of confidence, you decide to buy your first challenge. 10% profit should be like a walk in the park, just like it was in demo, right? You got the account itching to trade, you want to pass the challenge as soon as possible. And yes, there is the first trade, you calculate the correct lot size, put in the trade, you are so happy, you are officially a trader now. Then you come back to the charts 5 minutes later and you see this. Bruh. It's okay, losses happens, you knew it, but you are not that happy anymore. Whatever, tomorrow will be better. The next day there is another opportunity, but now you start to double check everything. Is it really aligned with your strategy? Yes, it is. So you calculate the correct lot size again, while being a bit hesitant if you really should risk that much or not, but whatever, you need to stick to your risk management strategy. Now you will win back what you lost yesterday, and even more. Everything will be alright. You place the trade and then stop loss again. You lost 2 trades in a row now, and it feels very different than when you lost trades on demo. You start to realize this will be not as easy as you think it will be. At this point it is insanely helpful if you have a mentor and you can talk to him, send him your trades to check if you did any mistake or it's just the market. This way you will get real feedback about your trading instead of getting feedback from the market, which is very painful, because even if you did everything 100% right and you are trading with a positive risk to reward, most likely you will still lose more than 55% of your trades. The next day there is another opportunity, but now you are really double checking everything and thinking about not sticking to your plan anymore, maybe even looking up new strategies on YouTube. But you know you need to stick to your strategy, so you will do the right thing and take the trade despite all of the negative feelings and doubts that you have. But now you can't even leave the charts anymore, you're always looking at it, sweating over something that you can't control. It goes into a bit of profit, you are happy, now you will make everything back. Can't stop looking at the profits on MT4, the trade goes into +2R, you see thousands of dollars in profit, and then it goes to to your stop loss again. You just lost 3 trades back to back, and the last one was in big profit, which is why it hurts even more. Even worse, a few hours after the trade, when you come back to the charts with a clear head, you realize you made a mistake. This time you lost not even because of the strategy, but because of your own mistake. Now you start to blame yourself. You lost all the confidence not just in the strategy but even in yourself, and it's even getting worse after this, because at this point I can guarantee you will start to look for another strategy. So you start to look for new strategies on YouTube. You found one you really like, and in the video the educator said it's really profitable, so it must be. You will start to use it on your challenge account right away without having any backtested numbers for the strategy, so you can at least know what to expect in terms of results and win percentage, and without having any familiarity with the strategy, it's very unlikely you will be able to use it as it should be. But you don't have the experience to know this just yet, so you place the first trade with the new strategy with big hopes, and finally you win. This is it. This strategy is the best strategy ever. The YouTube video didn't lie. Now you are fully confident again. This is it. You will be a funded trader very soon. But the days go and you realize you are not even trading with the same set of rules every time. And when you lose 2 trades in a row again, you think that this strategy is bad, just like the strategy before. So you start to look up YouTube again for new strategies. And this cycle goes on until you lose the account. It looks like you have been misled for all this time. Forex was a scam, and you just wasted money on courses, lost challenges, and even worse, months of your life. You never want to look at the charts anymore.
1 week later.
But wait, somebody said something about some backtesting stuff. That sounds interesting. Let's see what it's good for. Well, you can test the strategy on previous price data, which means you will see if the problem was the strategy or it was you. But what is a significant number that can give us a reliable data? Let's say it's around 200 trades. You are 200 trades away to find out if Forex is a total scam or not. But when you start the backtesting session, start to realize you don't even have a clear set of rules that you can follow over and over again for not even 200 but 10 trades. This is a strategy problem. One thing is 100%, if you can't follow your strategy even in backtesting, when there is no stakes of any kind, you will crumble over pressure. So now, instead of searching for a magic strategy on YouTube, you will search for a simple strategy that you can at least backtest a few hundred times, make your own statistics, and make the judgment if you want to use the strategy or not. You found the strategy you liked, and it's very simple. So you start the backtesting. Let's see if the guy in the video lied to you or not. Slowly you realize actually trading can be very simple, and the results are pretty good too. You just found out from your own backtesting results that if you risk 1%, you can make around 10% per month on average, which means most likely you will pass the challenge in around a month, and you will make a good amount of money after that on the funded account. You start to use the strategy on demo and you like the results. It's still simple to use even on the real market, and it fits your lifestyle. So it's time to try to get funded again. Now you have your own statistics and you can actually follow the strategy, so you have some confidence but not too much. You are still hurt from your past experience. You got the account, there is a setup, it's time to place the first trade. But then all the bad experiences come back, all the mental struggle that you've been through with the other prop firm account. But luckily the strategy is so simple that you can't make a mistake even in this high stress situation. If you would have a complicated strategy at this point, you will most likely find a reason to avoid putting in the trade. So you are putting in the trade, overcoming fear and anxiety, and then it's a loss. A loss again. You can't believe it. Losses are normal, but at this point you had no success whatsoever, only the struggle. Is it the strategy or is it you? You take a look at the trade that you just lost, and because you use a simple strategy, it's very easy to identify that you didn't make any mistake. You take a look at your own backtesting results. There was losses too, but overall you made a lot of profit over a longer period of time, so you need to stick to it. The next day there is an opportunity. You are double checking everything. Thankfully we are still using a simple strategy, so you can make a mistake, and even if you don't want to and you are afraid, you must enter the trade. But now it's a win, finally, and since you have a relatively high risk reward, you made back your loss and even much more. Now we are starting to realize losses are just really part of the game, and if you stick to a strategy that you prove to yourself is profitable, you will be profitable on the long run. Also, you just realize you don't need to look for individual trade outcomes because it doesn't mean anything. A lost trade doesn't mean the strategy is not working, and a winning trade doesn't mean the strategy is profitable. You also start start to look for trading psychology content instead of new strategies or trading tricks. You understood that you can be profitable with pretty much every strategy, but the question is if you can follow the strategy over a long period of time under high pressure or not. With these understandings, you are very close to being a profitable trader. First, you need to get profitable in your mind. After that, you can be profitable in real life too. At this stage, you need to do one thing and one thing only, which is executing your plan as precisely as you can, which will be not that hard if you have a simple strategy. So you keep executing, you have some losses and wins, but finally, you passed your first challenge. The verification is a bit easier, you know what you need to do, which is again executing. It's very important that you don't change anything. The funded account will be a bit hard psychologically at first, especially if you need money. My best tip for this is to never think in terms of money, or for sure don't think about what you can buy from your current floating profit and what you can buy from your profit split. Think in percentages. If you was able to keep your cool and keep executing the strategy while you are trading for real money, you will get your first payout. Finally, all of your suffering and pain paid off. All of those sleepless nights spent with learning, figuring out which strategy to use, stressing over trades, go on war with your own mind while trading, paid off. Finally, you can have a little bit of peace of mind. The prop firm paid, you have some money now. Next month will be even easier because you don't need money that much and your confidence will increase. You will get your second payout. You can call yourself a profitable trader. Month by month you will become a better trader. Not in terms of technicals, you don't need to change anything still, but psychologically. You will get frustrated less and less with losses and get happy less and less with wins. You are financially safe now, so you don't even need to think about the money that you will make next month. You know, some months can be and will be breakables, while some months will be insanely profitable. The first 1.5 years is still a bit hard on funded account because of the fluctuations in monthly returns, but after that it will be like a walk in the park. You have location and financial freedom, you can retire your parents, your kids can go to the best school, you can travel the world, buy anything you want. You made it. However, you also lost something that I never really heard someone talking about. You lost your obsession for trading. Trading is not your life anymore, it's just a tool to make money. It's pretty boring doing the same thing over and over again. At this point, even if you would want to improve your trading in terms of strategy and technicals, you will almost guaranteed to hurt your results, at least on the short run. And while you lost your obsession for something that you worked on for years at this point, you also got the most time on your hands because of the freedom that trading gives you, and this combination can be really depressing. By the way, this is why I started to teach 4 years ago. It gave me a new purpose, gave me something to do, and I could still maintain some level of obsession for trading without hurting my own results, while helping you guys become better and leave a positive impact on people's lives. So my recommendation is to find a new purpose or hobby as soon as possible to avoid depression. So now you know what the journey will be like, and you know gaining consistency will be the hardest part. This is why I created a free course on how to be a more consistent trader, so check that out, link will be in the description. Tell us what stage you are in the comments so other people and I can give you tips to overcome your struggles.